Ever walk into the grocery store and feel overwhelmed with all the options, wondering if something is healthy or not? Well, today I'm going to give you some tips on what to look for and what to put back on the shelf. 2 quick tips are, have a plan and stick to the perimeter. The first section you will come to is the produce section. This section is the most colorful area of the supermarket. Stop and spend the majority of your time here. Fruits and vegetables are low in calories and high in disease-fighting phytonutrients. Load up on vegetables and fruits for snacks all day long. Oranges, apples, bananas, and pears are naturally designed to throw in your backpack. Even though fruit has fructose, a naturally occurring sugar, it is a better choice than potato chips and a great way to satisfy your sweet tooth. If you are short on time, pre-packaged salad bags are easy and quick, but always go for the darker colored lettuce. Don't forget to pick up some sweet potatoes while in this area also. They're a great healthy carbohydrate. And grab one of the best fat sources around, the avocado. Nuts, seeds, and nut butters are a great source of protein and healthy fats. Look for plain, unsalted varieties or natural nut spreads, like almond, sunflower, or peanut. Even though nuts contain good fats, it's important to keep your portion size to around 1/4 cup or 2 tablespoons. Throw them into a Ziploc bag or spread on an apple and you have a snack between classes. Next is the meat section. Protein is a key building block for our bodies. Choose lean meats like chicken, pork, beef, and fish. Opt for loin, round, white meat, and extra lean selections. Make sure to stay away from breaded choices and remove the skin and visible fat before cooking. When on sale, buy in bulk and freeze the rest for later, or you can always grab a frozen bag if time and convenience is an issue. The cooking method matters, so pick grilling and baking over frying. When it comes to deli meats, pick turkey and chicken over higher saturated fat meats like salami and bologna. Watch out for sodium in the ready-packed deli slices. Here's the cheese section. I recommend selecting low-fat or 2% cheese because the primary fat source in these foods is saturated fat. Cheese such as mozzarella is lower in saturated fat than your standard block cheddar. When choosing yogurt, avoid added sugars like high fructose corn syrup. Greek yogurt is a great choice since it contains double the amount of protein than regular yogurt, which means it will fill you up and keep you satisfied longer. Cottage cheese is another great high-protein food. The next section is milk. Of course, organic milk products are the best since they will contain the least amount of hormones, but might be more expensive. So you can always get regular fat-free or 1% milk. If you don't drink cow's milk, then soy and almond milk alternatives are a good choice. Just make sure not to get any with added sugar such as vanilla and chocolate varieties. Eggs. They are a great source of protein, easy to make, and pretty inexpensive when you divide the price of a dozen by 12 servings. Go ahead, eat the whole egg. Don't be afraid of the yolk. The next section of the grocery store is butter and margarines. We need fat in our diet, but we want to get it from heart-healthy choices. Reading ingredient labels here is most helpful. If it says partially hydrogenated oil, that means trans fat, the worst kind of fat. Put it back on the shelf. Soft tub margarine or butter is a better option with less ingredients, but still contains saturated fat, which can raise your bad cholesterol, so be aware of the portions. We've made it to the end of the perimeter, the frozen food section. Frozen vegetables and fruits should always be in your freezer. These are the closest thing to fresh because they are frozen close to where they are grown, which makes them keep their nutrients longer. They are usually less expensive, already cleaned and chopped, and ready to cook. Make sure to pick plain veggies with no added sauces and fruit without added sugar. If you need portion control and a very quick meal, there are a few choices in the freezer section like Healthy Choice, Smart Ones, and Lean Cuisine. Just make sure to pick ones with the vegetables already included. Now we have to venture down the aisles for a few items. Here are the salad dressings. Olive oil is the best choice since it contains monounsaturated fat. But remember, fats have the most calories per serving. When picking salad dressings, go for Italian olive oil blends over creamy ranch, blue cheese, and Catalina. Look at all these breads. We need carbohydrates for energy, vitamins, minerals, and fiber. Which one should we choose? We should always pick 100% whole wheat. This contains every part of the wheat plant and hasn't been stripped down and put back together. So how do you know if it's whole wheat or not? First, do not trust what is written on the front of any packaged product. Flip it over and look at the ingredient list. If whole wheat flour is listed as the first ingredient, then that is what you want. If enriched or refined flour is listed first, put it back on the shelf. Here's the pasta section. Which one should we choose? Of course, the 100% whole wheat pasta. Look at the back label under ingredients to make sure it says 100% whole wheat. When it comes to the cereal aisle, always look for options with more fiber, less sugar, and the least amount of ingredients. Aim for at least 5 grams of fiber per serving. Don't be scared to check out some organic options also. Granola bars can be a healthy midday snack or breakfast on the go when chosen correctly. Kashi is a great whole grain brand. Make sure there are 4 or more grams of protein and fiber per serving of the granola bar you choose. The tempting snack food section. Try and stay out of this aisle if possible. Out of sight, out of mind. If you have to buy these packaged foods, try to pick organic varieties which will have no trans fat or hydrogenated oils. Now let's talk about all the canned foods in the store. When fresh produce isn't available or is just too expensive, canned versions are a convenient choice. Select those fruits that are canned in fruit juice or water. The label may read no sugar added. Avoid anything in heavy syrup. When picking canned vegetables, it is best to look for no salt added or low sodium on the label. Always drain the liquid out and rinse them off before using. Vary your protein and save money by picking beans as your main dish. Black beans are great added to eggs, and garbanzo beans or chickpeas make a great salad topper. If you're looking for vegetarian choices such as tofu, veggie burgers, or cold cuts, you can find those in the produce section. Canned proteins can also be used for a quick meal or make it easier to pack lunches. Canned salmon and tuna are superfoods because they're high in omega-3 fatty acids and also budget-friendly. Last but not least on our supermarket tour are the sections to avoid: the soda, juice, and sports drinks. The average 20-ounce bottle of soda contains 16 teaspoons of sugar. That is 22 packets of sugar and 240 empty calories. Try and stick with water, coffee, or unsweet tea. That concludes our supermarket adventure. I hope you learned something new that can help you make healthier choices the next time you visit the grocery store.